not so good. For the mundane.
Something. I mean, one of the criteria for social anxiety is that we avoid things. OG viewer of mine, and it says, Katie, I was wondering, how do people get to feel okay with disagreeing? I made a friend recently who likes to discuss/debate stuff and enjoys disagreeing. Not like in a confrontational, destructive way, but just because she likes debating stuff.
Yeah, but it took 60 minutes to press all the buttons. They asked yes and no questions. And you had to focus for 60 minutes. It was really long.
That is a lot. That's a lot of focus, you know?
And then there was a 2-hour questionnaire after that.
Oh.
But I think my...
That's like the shortest definition, you know. Oh, Chelsea, I'll have the question. I'll try to find it. And Kaido No asked that I just love your name.
And it had less to do with me and more to do with his duty to his family. Now, I'm not saying that wasn't a hard pill to swallow, but there was a lot of peace in knowing that it was his issue and not some defect in me. If people aren't giving you what you want, or if they're just behaving badly, most times, that's their problem, not yours. 2, let go of what other people think. So after my husband and I dated for a couple months, I took him home to meet my parents. He's very good looking, my mother said. You know, Ted Bundy is very good looking. Now, I could have let this influence my actions. I could have let my imagination run wild with thoughts of my new beau stabbing me while I slept. But instead, I just chalked it up to my mother. There is a rule in business that states, whenever you're putting something out there, 10% of people will hate it, 80% will be indifferent, and 10% will be your raving fans. And raving fans are awesome.
All right. She got labels for Mom. We'll see what needs to be done. So basically, I need to turn in.
Detailed place of where these two people were. So she went to the police, and like police I think at first are kind of like, yeah, right, you know what I mean? But she's like, no, here's all the details of what I saw in my head, and I think this is where, you know, they are. So the police, they know my forest very well. So they went there, and that's the first thing they saw were these two people. So I thought that was really crazy because I didn't know how detailed that whole like situation was, but it still makes my forest even creepier, and obviously it's like a very sad and unfortunate story. I mean, I have to be like careful about what I'm saying, but
it would not be the norm for me to go out to the pool, especially with my son. When I
not talk anymore. Speak. Oh. Not talk anymore.
I need my camera. Half my footage is gone. I want to see what happened.
If you like this, let me know.
Our daughter loves him. He needs help in a way I can't provide, and I can't expose our daughter to the same things we were exposed to as children. I guess what I'm hoping to convey to everyone with my story is that at the time, I didn't think it was going to be okay. And really, sometimes I still feel like it's never going to be okay. But if there's one thing I can take from every messed up thing in my life, it's that it will be okay. I just have to keep trying, just like my little girl did, just like I always have.
I didn't want to forget, we got a new Patreon patron. Corbin, thank you for becoming a Patreon patron. I love, by the way, so when you join Patreon, if you don't put a photo of yourself in, it gives you like a little animal like face in a little circle. So cute. Looks like a little dog. And I think maybe you can pick a dog, cat. I don't know. Okay.
So probably saying Emma to say hi. I think Emma's the position that she.
What did we do in middle school? We went to movies. But I don't know. I'm old now, so I'm not sure what people do now. But maybe go to the football game together, or go to whatever's going on. Go to an event. But yeah, I think even if they're shy, if they're giving us signals, you can give it a minute and use our tools and talk about it. We're going to therapy, we're doing our thing, but it just takes a little while to kind of catch up. And that's completely normal. Almost all of my clients, if they've been out of school for a period and they start again, it's always hard to approach. Okay. I mean, I would let your team know, I'd let your therapist know, but as long as it's not happening that often, I always give a little transition period just to see, because if it's scary and you feel like terrible, and you're like, I can't do this, then definitely take them, definitely speak up, like right now, and get more help. But my thought is it's kind of a transition thing, because I have clients who, like, let's say we're working on self-injury, for instance, and they'll start a new job or move or have some stressor, because even though it's exciting and things are good, it's still stressful. And then the urge will come back, and they'll be like, what the hell, I haven't wanted this for so long, what's going on?
He performed his first feat of strength when he was a baby.
Baby Hercules!
The tale of baby Hercules begins even before he was born, back in ancient Greece, on the mighty Mount Olympus.
I like this story.
Many different gods lived atop Mount Olympus. Apollo, god of music. Zeus, god of lightning. And Hera, queen of the gods.
I am picturing that they all look like me.
Zeus was the king of all them gods, and Hera was his queen.
Wait a minute. Those two were men.
Yeah, Willie Combo, hello. Big fan.
Dive on
Oh, the bed's kind of springy. Ew.
Rylan, the fact that the bed moves is your positive review.
I can't believe you have the food sitting down on the bed.
I have so many layers between this and the food. Listen, it's not that we're being snobby. It's that even if a hotel is a little economical, it should still have higher standards than this. Blood on the walls. I mean, it shouldn't smell like old blood.
What I'm afraid of is the stuff on the ceiling, like, falling into our food.
Oh, you and me both.
I know everyone thinks I'm very bougie. I like nice things, of course, but hotels is really where I do like to spend money. Like, if I'm going to stay in a nice hotel, I think it's worth it to, like, splurge a little bit. Because I feel like you want to know that you're not going to A, get bed bugs, B, get scabies, C, that you're in a safe neighborhood, and D, have fun.
Yeah, did you have fun with your standings? Did you ever hang out with them?
No, it was the only time in my life that was.
But it was as good as I could get it to go, you know?
Yeah. But, you know, you're practicing what you preach, because you are a big believer that communication is the key to a happy, healthy life. And a big part of communication is healthy assertiveness and healthy assertiveness of your needs. And as you have talked about in some of your videos about the difference between aggressive assertiveness, healthy assertiveness, passive aggressive assertive. I find that the worst. People who are
It is
like
the worst.
like I almost would prefer the angry one if I had to choose between the angry or the, you know what I mean, or the
Me too.
passive aggressive, because
At
like
least I know. Like,
passive aggressive, like vulnerable narcissism is probably passive aggressive. You know, it's like they never just actually say what they just resent it. They resent it secretly.
yeah, they do other things
Yeah.
to make your life
Yeah,
difficult.
yeah.
You're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
half the time, actually probably like 90% of the time, you don't even know you've done anything wrong. You're like, why are they being such a jerk?
I know, exactly. So that's why communication is. So it sounds like you're practicing what you preach. I mean, you feel like you're not growing with. I mean, isn't it better to break off a friendship that you feel like isn't healthy than staying in it and faking it, and neither of you are growing?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it is healthier to end it. And I think the unfortunate thing is that, and I've learned by doing my best to communicate, is that people are so used to people not communicating that when you do, it's like, they don't know how to manage like an actual conversation. And that's why people can lash out and everything. But I still believe that the more we all communicate, the better it will feel. And the sooner we get toxic relationships out of our lives, or relationships that are just not.
Everybody gets in their little sleeping bags, and it's really dark, and everybody's finally quiet. The lights, the campfire's gone, and it's pitch dark, and I mean really pitch dark. Silence. Everybody's trying to go to sleep, but there is no silence in the woods in the middle of the night. You just realized how far away you were from your parents, from safety. So everybody's silent for a long time, trying to go to sleep. And then you hear one of the middle kids call out for Joe, who was another counselor, who was kind of square. We made fun of him. He like Pat Boone and stuff. But he didn't answer. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. And then another camper yelled out for Kevin.
Back to it. Okay, and so it's kind of finding our healthy voice and making it stronger, and it would inject positive thoughts. Exactly. And it'll feel forceful at first, and you'll be like, I don't believe it. If I want to say it, I don't believe it.
Given that weird cinematic reference to blood scenes, say somewhere in the middle? Medium blue! Harry fucking... Okay. Great. So, moving forward.
Now, as far as the emotional side, they may feel very similar, especially in the beginning. When you lose someone or you're grieving, you feel sad, angry, hopeless, maybe even
diaper change when it's wet. It's pretty much all over.
No. I had a hard time putting her down when she wakes up.
Working on medications, all of that stuff in a very succinct and maybe safer and healthier manner. And those Thursdays. So make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on so that you don't miss out. Now this week's question is, hey Katie, how does someone make friends when they are over 30 and also have social anxiety? I always hear advice about joining groups or clubs, but it just feels impossible to me. But I do want to socialize more and make friends. Help! I thought this was a great question, and although I've talked about how we can make friends as an adult before, I haven't really addressed the very important issue in this question. Well, I think that's really great, because a lot of, like, when I was watching the documentary, a lot of it was like, I don't even know how do you speak up, how do you ask, we need to often feel like we have to have actions we can take and things we can do. And something wonderful that you can do today is you can donate to the Kailash Foundation and join Alexa and I as we support Kailash in his efforts to end child slavery. And you can do that by clicking the blue donate button. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your expertise. It's so incredibly helpful, and please come back again. And please watch The Price of Free. It's a documentary. Again, it comes out November 27th on Soul Pancakes channel. I will link their channel in the description. Please check it out. It's really important. And again, please donate to the Kailash Foundation. They are doing great things, and every child deserves a childhood. So click that blue donate button and donate now. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Everything feels good. Normal. A couple fibers, but they're totally normal feeling. Yeah, Eddie, have you experienced any kind of nipple discharge? It's actually not uncommon. Okay, have you reach your arm up for me? Okay, I'm gonna feel on your axillary area, checking your lymph nodes. Sorry if that tickles. Okay, you're doing great. Okay. That side looks good. Just covering it back up. Okay. Do the other side.
I could go to the gynecologist. And like, of course, you know, I'm 18 at this point. I could go alone. But the relationship that I have with my mother is fairly close. I had to ask her that I wanted to be on the pill. And that was like really weird for me to ask because it's just awkward. And I'm supposed to be the baby in the family. So of course she's like,
What do you mean?
the day of the actual appointment, my mom couldn't go with me. So I have to go with my stepdad. So that's already awkward because he is a guy. And usually you want to go to the gynecologist with a woman because they understand. Men don't understand that. And usually it just makes him uncomfortable. They don't even like talking about periods. So anyway, he had to drive me there. We're waiting, you know, in the waiting room. And all I'm getting done is the pap smear, and I'm gonna get to know, because it was just my choice for her not to be in there. I know sometimes people are like, well, if you're under the age of 18, your parents have to be present, blah, blah, blah. She just stayed outside of the room because it was like a family doctor, and we had seen her for other things besides like sex-related things, so we were just kind of like okay with it. It wasn't a big deal. So I went ahead and took all of my clothes off and laid on the table, and I was super nervous.
She told me there were a couple of spirits in my apartment. One of them committed suicide in my apartment. And one was an old woman who died in the apartment. There was an old woman who
Hi guys, I'm gonna get ready for Donkey Boy time now with E. It has been April 12th, a Friday, 2019.